Shocking webisode alert! Bitcoin has seemingly been trapped in a 9-day descending broadening wedgie. And are we right now, as we squeak, in the middle of the beginning of a breakout? If so, we'll show you the exact target to the upside and more, but don't let the juice out of your caboose just yet. There are two very big, potentially massive things that we need to be watching for. Like the Girl Scout coach always used to tell me, you're too old to be a Girl Scout. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, suspicious neighbor that you frequently hear squealing coming from his basement late at night. And for everybody wondering, no, it is not lipstick on my mouth, it is red juice. Absolutely insane. Guys, Bitcoin over the last few hours has been very, very interesting. Here's the thing though. Are we actually going to be transitioning into a more bullish pattern now and resume what we've been seeing with Bitcoin's price for many months? Or in fact, is this simply a massive fake out? So we're going to be taking a look at some patterns and some very interesting rules and regulations that we must be delving into as well. And as discussed earlier, make sure to check out our link in the pinned comments and description if you want to enter for our competition for April. And as well, we actually added another tweet here so you can add an additional entry as of the last few minutes. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications, and without any further spladoo, let's jump on in. So guys, before we go any further, let's take a look at this. So a descending broadening wedgie is here, a type of pattern that appears on the troughs. It is a bullish reversal pattern. The break in the resistance line definitively validates this pattern, and in 80% of cases with this pattern, it is a bullish exit, okay? 75% of these cases, it is a reversal pattern. So you kind of see it after spending, a prolonged amount of time dumping. And you know what happens after a dump? Sometimes you get a big pump. And so here's the thing. The price objective is actually if you take it from the height of the descending broadening wedgie and you go all the way down to the bottom here and you kind of just take this little itsy bitsy line over here and transpose it over here. So that is exactly, precisely, you could say, what we did here for this chart. So this is absolutely huge. So guys, if we go back all the way to March 19th, this is very, very big. March 19th, it seems as though we potentially did enter this pattern, and this is something that I wouldn't have spotted until only recently anyway, because now we have 3 touches here along this very, very interesting bottom line, and now we have actually 4 touches, 2, 3, we just had this 4th touch just hours ago, and you can see after spending, this looks like, let's actually get the exact amount, about 14 hours at the very tippy top of this line, you can see we've had to move to the upside. And this is the very first time that this 10-day, 8-day, 8 or 9-day upper trend line was actually broken. Every single time we've come in contact, we've gotten a rejection. And what I really like about this pattern is that most recently, you see how many touches we had right here just in the last few days. This is actually one of my favorite things, within the last day. This is one of my favorite things about breakouts because when we see many touches here on the very last one, in my experience, that makes it more likely that this pattern is more valid. See, you can see here there was like 1 or 2 touches. Here there was 1 touch. Then there was like 2 touches here. This is like 14 touches right on the top line here. So you can see once we did break, you see us beginning to break out here. But also you see where we're coming into that initial resistance right now. It's the point of control. So with these patterns, whether we can actually hit all the way up at like 58,000 and then get a throwback, or if we get a throwback even sooner, it is possible that even once we get that throwback, that really just validates this pattern, and then we could actually break up. Now again, I'm not convinced of this pattern just yet, but it's incredibly interesting, and this is something that we can all watch immediately. This is something that'll play out very, very soon if it's going to play out. This is the hourly chart, and you can see it on the 4-hour chart as well, but I actually have another pattern that I want to get into on the 6-hour chart, equally as interesting, 100%, bar none, hands down, for sure. Yeah, but most importantly, the breakout target of this descending broadening wedgie, if we actually break out, is roughly $63,500 US, guys. So what does that mean? Yes, that's right, that would be a new all-time high if this did end up breaking out. Now let's actually kind of transition here. You can see we're still kind of facing some big resistance. This is still, this is very indecisive. I would think that this pattern would be invalidated if we break tonight below 54,000 US. So as long as we remain above 54,000 US, I would say that this pattern is something to watch. If we break below 54,000 US, then maybe we have to write this pattern off. However, if we go to the 6-hour chart, guys, something I think even more interesting developing here. This is on the 6-hour chart, and this actually goes back 2 weeks, beginning March 13th. And as you can see, very interesting pattern, a descending pattern, a bullish pattern more often than not. You see we had this high here, we had a new all-time high, but ever since we hit that new all-time high, we have been trading within this pattern. And just within the last 2 days, do I think this pattern is completely validated in terms of a pattern we need to watch. 2 strong touches on the bottom here. We have 2 on the top, but it looks as though we'll be seeing that third one very, very soon. The top of this is right around like 57,000 US dollars. And yeah, if we break above that and we breach this key fib level around 57.5, remember 57.5 is a huge level we've been talking about. If we breach both of those, then it's likely we could get that break. And again, the breakout target of this is as well above 60,000 US dollars. So 2 incredibly huge bullish patterns to be looking for in the short term. This pattern, if it's going to play out, we're going to see very, very soon within the next 24 hours. This pattern, if it's going to play out, is going to take a little bit longer. You know, this could even get all the way pushed out to, you know, the beginning of April. So this isn't something as urgent. This is a very urgent pattern right here on the 1 hour chart. But here on the 6 hour chart, again, this thing could it could take a little longer to play out. But with all that being said, guys, again, the main key takeaway: the 21 day is absolutely insanely good. Again, as long as we hold above $54,000 today. And this weekend, you know, if we hold above $54,000 this weekend, then I think we have a pretty good a shot of having a bullish breakout here. Again, everyone's wondering, you know, if we get a breakout during the weekend, does that mean we'll just plummet back down as soon as the weekend is over because of the CME gap? Potentially. So, I mean, obviously, it's always preferable if Bitcoin would break out during the week. I think that's just common consensus. But yeah, absolutely very important to look at. And then as well, I just want to talk about Ethereum as well. Very strong bounce so far from about 15.5 all the way up to about 17.5. Currently, it's about 17.20. And this is very interesting. I think Ethereum is going to be breaking out here very soon. But yeah, let me just take a look, see if any other altcoins. Sand is actually up a lot. It's a coin we talked about many, many months ago, actually back in the middle of January. When it was 3 cents, now it's about 70 cents. All-time high was about 80 cents. It's up 13% today. But yeah, other than that, a lot of these alts are actually, you know, not necessarily doing anything crazy at the moment. But yeah, Bitcoin is the one we want to watch. And I just wanted to bring this very, very short-term pattern to you here. And then also this pattern, because let's be honest, we all need a little bit of hopium sometimes. And as well, Bitcoin has been bearish for like 2 weeks. So starting to see these bullish patterns potentially form within this much, much, much larger macro, very, very bullish setup. That's exactly what we want to see, right? We all like making money, and the easiest way to make money is when you have crypto, and it just keeps on pumping. Wow, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and as well, guys, make sure to enter for our competition. Try and get as many entries as possible. I did unlock these, so yeah, you can you know, get all of these entries just for doing these things here. And again, I added another tweet here to get that extra entry. And yeah, 5 ETH April competition here, very big. We're going to be doing more as well. So make sure to stop by the channel. I'm excited that we now have a legitimate way to do these competitions so that scammers cannot scam us out of our winnings. And as well, if you're interested in trading with Bybit or Femex, make sure to use our deposit bonuses below, our links below. Always be careful whether it's spot or leverage trading. And without any further ado, that's it for me. Bye-bye.